Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Jason, Jason's House of Fun and Video Games. Bringing you today Thrift Time and Finds Volume 22. Super excited. So yesterday I went to the Goodwill and today I went to Savers, which is right here. And we had to re-record this because that's how life treats us sometimes. So nothing in the bag to pull out, but it's okay. So I skipped on the Goodwill today because just a little gripe I'm going to put out there. I'm super excited to be able to go to the thrift stores. I appreciate the fact that we are able to go into phase 2 in my state of Massachusetts and move forward with, phase 3 and hopefully phase 4 eventually. I know a lot of other states are like that. But yesterday I was willing to wait in a line. It was about 6 people. Not a big deal. I'm a pretty patient person, but today I saw a line with 10 people at the Goodwill. Just couldn't do it because it's literally like there's a certain capacity, like with everything, obviously. So with that building, it's very small, so the capacity is very small, including its employees. So one at a time, and I just wasn't feeling it today. I was like, you know what? I haven't gotten a chance to go to Savers since it opened up, so I'm going to head down there. And I also head down to another game store, which will be another video hopefully for tomorrow. So pretty excited about those things as well. Went to Goodwill yesterday, Savers today. We hit both thrifts. I'm excited. So, what do we start off with?
Oh, my Lanta.
Let's start off with the Wonder Bread case. So, Cynthia clearly states that this is available at the supermarket.
I'm buying one.
For $1. I paid 99 cents, so I guess I saved a penny. This is primarily used to hold a sandwich. And it's dirty, obviously, but I don't want it to hold the sandwich. I want it for the nonsense table. Let me know down in the comment section down below if you think it's funny that I infuriate Cynthia with straight up nonsense like this. It's $1. It's 99 cents. But anyway.
Rounded to $1, sweetheart.
I'll be excited to be putting that on my it's not here yet, but my nonsense table, which maybe I'll even make big. Maybe I'll make this entire room nonsense.
It already is.
No, straight nonsense, not just dedicated to a table. Nonsense from the ceiling, nonsense coming up from the floors, nonsense in the toilet, nonsense in the shower, nonsense in the windows. Nonsense. Does that sound good? Alright, moving on before I get myself into a bigger hole than I already am. Super excited about that. Let me know in the comment section down below if what Cynthia says is valid or not, because I've never seen it. Just saying. Next one up. A lot of movies from the Goodwill. Not any games, but it's okay. It is what it is. What do we get here? The Accountant. Yeah, it's the Accountant. Well, I asked that as a question. I'm looking right at it. So this is extremely weird because it's a 4K and it's already in the Thrift. I have never ever seen this before. And these things normally cost about 30 bucks. You could probably get them for a bargain here and there at some big box retailers that do that kind of thing. But typically they're still 25 to 30 bucks. I got it for just a couple of bucks. So I call that a win for sure. And it's just another movie to add to the collection. So I've never seen it, but I wanted to see it when it first came out and just never got around to it. So no excuse now, is there? Second one, my first sealed, which isn't going to be sealed full on, 4K. I Am Legend. So this came out in 2007. Yep. So this came out in 2007, and I really enjoyed the movie when it came out. I think I saw it in the movie theater, I can't remember, but I do have it on Blu-ray. Upgrade to 4K for a few bucks, 30 bucks, few bucks, 30 bucks, few bucks. Goodbye. Now, the other things that I got from the Goodwill were stuff for the boy. So I got him some movies because I recently got a handmade Blu-ray player for at night when he wants to fall asleep, because he seems to work to help him
stay asleep.
Stay asleep. I guess that's a good point. So with me, what I like to do is I like to watch on my tablet some WWE Network or YouTube. Usually it's WWE Network, and the new stuff, few and
so much.
far between. The old stuff, yes. Attitude Era, of course, and some 80s, some 90s, early 90s though. And every once in a while I'll dabble into some 70s, something at the garden or anything like that, so pretty cool. But this will certainly help him have some fun. We got 2 Thomas the Trains, because who doesn't want Thomas the Train? I've seen a few of these episodes. This was a little bit beyond my time, but I've seen a few, and not beyond my time, but what am I trying to think of? Beyond my childhood. So this didn't really reach me, but I saw a few and I thought they were pretty cool. I think one of them's name's Thomas, obviously, and then I think the green one, Percy. Is that Percy?
Yeah.
Percy Mercy. Lord have mercy. So, super excited to be able to give that to him. He has been begging for his surprise. And I told him I gotta shoot a vid before we do that. So, super excited with that. And I do not add anything to the collection for mine on my little CLZ movie app. Because it's his, it's not mine. So, those will not be added to the app.
Yes, they will.
Shrek. If you haven't seen Shrek, do so, because this movie is awesome. This is back when DreamWorks was really getting big. It's an affiliate or a company from Disney, and it's a lot of CG, but it's really good CG, and these movies are good. I've seen Shrek, and I think I saw Shrek 2, and I think I saw the last one, but I didn't see the third one, so super excited. Let me know in the comment section down below, have you ever seen Shrek, and if you haven't, what are you doing? Shrek 2. The reason why I remember this is because of Puss in Boots, voiced by Antonio Banderas.
Yes.
So I'm sure he'll be excited to see that. Shrek the Third, this is the one I haven't seen yet. I don't really know much
I think
about
that's
it.
when they have kids.
They have kids? Okay.
I think the first one they got married at the end. The second one was about their wedding and her getting pregnant.
I see a kid right in the bottom, so
Yeah,
maybe
the third
you're right.
one's about him having kids, and then I don't know about the last one, because...
So, the final chapter, is this like a Friday the 13th final chapter? Where the 4th installment of Friday the 13th was labeled the final chapter? But in reality, it was far from it. I think there's at least another one that's out there. Let me know down below. Am I telling the truth or am I going crazy? I think there's one more of these. But anyway, he's got the first 4, and I'm sure he'll be happy with that. That's all the finds I found at the Goodwill, so we'll get into the Savers finds now. Oh yes, anytime I see a Super Nintendo game, I grab it. It's a sports game, I'm not too big on them, but every once in a while, you will find something that will interest you. So Bulls versus Blazers. I don't know how good it will be. I don't know if it's NBA Jam type of good, because that's my favorite arcade basketball game of all time.
My brother liked the Bulls.
Huh?
My brother liked the Bulls.
The Bulls. Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan. Scottie Pippen. Dennis Rodman. And moving on.
Oh, Miley, are you really serious?
A bag of nonsense. Because the bag of nonsense is where it's at. So once the nonsense table comes back out, it will be added. So why did I get these? I like the big green men.
That's what she
That's
said.
the Army men. And also there's a few Spider-Mans in here that are pretty cool. And there's a Superman in there that's pretty interesting. And then a Green Lantern right here. I'm not going to open this because I can't add it right into the nonsense table. At least until this is done, which it almost is. About another week. And we'll be good to go hopefully. So, yay for nonsense. Now this one, I went through the games in Savers. I didn't really see anything that interested me. There was like 2 games in the lockbox that, of course, were Mario, and they were super overpriced, so not really interested. But I had this a long time ago, and then I got rid of it. So now I got it again. And this, I think, oh, excuse me, awful, I'm yawning. Not as bad as the other video, though. The other video, I was half asleep doing it, and I think I fell asleep at it in it. So if it came out crazy, that's why. This one right here, next to the Black Ops 2, this is one of the community's favorite installments of Call of Duty. I'm a Call of Duty fan myself. I play it not as much as I used to, but the new one I'm having a lot of fun with. Look at the first 3 videos of the channel and you will see where the channel could have gone, and then I decided not to do it that way. I do want to do other things related to games and showing you footage and maybe some reactions and something funny, like a few of my earlier videos, but I don't know if I'm going to take that turn, if I'm going to do a serious turn, or maybe I'll mix them both. Whenever we get this game room up and I actually have time to breathe, then we're going to definitely do that, but super excited to add that back to the collection. Oh yes. Let's get to the Jerry Springer. Because you know,
Atlanta.
I cut off my manhood. So if you don't know anything about Jerry Springer was extremely popular back in the mid-90s. Oh, stop yawning, kid. To the early 2000s, I think. These videos are funny. I like the box art of them, and something about Jerry Springer holding, what is that, a tree, a twig cutter?
A hedge trimmer, or hedge clipper.
A hedge clipper. We can't even think of what we're doing. And
I just want to know if they did it, why?
I wouldn't be surprised if Springer actually, it's probably just a bunch of made up nonsense, because, you know, it's kind of how it is, but hey, pretty cool to add that to collection. So, next one, I Married a Horse. I mean,
what?
You really can't get any better than that.
What?
I Married a Horse, so.
I look just like Springer right now, if I could show you.
I don't even
want to think about how they, never mind.
I don't even know what to say.
Wedding night is
I
all I'm
have
thinking
one
about
of
now.
these that I got a long, long time ago. And I never sought out the rest, but
How did they
I think it
consummate
would
the
look
marriage?
cool. I mean, let's take a look. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. Sneak peek in the game room. I'm kind of thinking something like this and just all over except for over there. I'm starting to think maybe something like this would look cool. I might have to shorten the shelves a little bit, but it's what I want. It's what I envision. I have a fondness for VHS now. I don't know why, but whatever. That's weird, but funny to add to the collection. And that's doing a review on that. Here's another one. Bad Boys and Naughty Girls.
Hey, that's my kind of Jerry. Jerry.
So if you haven't checked out anything with Springer and you want a good laugh.
That mullet, hold up. That mullet is on target. Look at that. Yes. She's angry.
Oh
She
yeah,
didn't
that
have
is
it. That's a
straight
mullet.
Up, that's straight up mullet. So again, another funny thing to add, and I think it would look funny. Somebody would go, ooh, Friday the 13th, ooh, this, ooh, that. Jerry Springer. It's just random. So next up, 7. I actually got a horror one. I found a horror one today. All these VHSs are 99 cents, so not a bad buy. If you find this in the thrift, as opposed to ordering on eBay, they are making these prices extremely high these days, especially the horror ones. So 7 is an amazing movie, and if you haven't seen it, definitely see it, because it's really good. Not for the faint of heart, though. Discretion advised. Mr. Magoo sealed. Why? I don't know. Because I've seen this commercial, or this cartoon rather, a few times. I think that there is a few different incarnations of Mr. Magoo. There was a live action one maybe. I can't remember, but it's pretty funny.
Pretty sure there was.
It makes me think of a different time, I guess. What we got? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Oh, no, it's the best of Roger Rabbit, because I'm an idiot. This is the cartoon.
I still can't believe you've never seen it.
I've never seen the cartoon shorts of this. I've only seen the movie. I would remember that, because I really liked Roger Rabbit. I have the NES game. I have it in box. I have it complete. That's a different story for another day. But super excited to add this to the collection, because I like me my Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I like anything Roger Rabbit. So I would like to get a big statue. I'm gonna try to find this. So I'm thinking maybe at some point in time, looking for this one, I get onto a new kick. Getting a big statue of Roger Rabbit, Jessica, and Judge Doom. That's what I would like. I think that would look awesome somewhere. I don't know where.
Probably not in here.
Probably not in here. How dare you? But anyway, Let me know down in the comment section down below. Have you ever seen the cartoons of Roger Rabbit as opposed to the movie? Because I haven't. I guess I failed. This one right here is going to be Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. So most people that are from or lived in the 90s as a teenager, like me and you, found this to be very funny.
Pet Detective was pretty funny.
Jim Carrey at his finest moment. He had some really other good, he had some good other movies, you know,
The
after
Mask.
that. But, yeah,
That was
The
pretty
Grinch.
good.
I like The Grinch.
That came out later. That was like
I was
2000s.
just saying it was good.
It was
I
okay.
think I found that on VHS
It was
too.
okay.
Because it's got a green VHS
It was
tape.
okay.
But anyway, I really enjoyed this one. Obviously, it's the original, and that's the old cliche. The original is better than anything. But this was pretty good. It just felt different. I don't know why, but still, Jim Carrey still at his prime. He's still hilarious and funny. And where did most of us first see Jim Carrey? What was one of his first things that he had? His first movie, should I say? And what was his first appearance on TV?
I know one of them.
Well, let's see if you know down in the comment section down below, because I did. Because I'm full of random nonsense knowledge. Knowledge is power.
I think this is the only two good things that you've gotten from anything.
The Addams Family
Hey, look, there I am.
and Addams Family Values what?
I'm right in the front.
Oh, Morticia. I mean, that's why I like the long black hair. And doesn't Morticia have green eyes?
I think so.
Green-eyed lady? Ocean lady?
And she's got the...
Oh, of course she does, yeah. So, I mean, that kind of goes with it. If you haven't seen The Addams Family, I couldn't recommend a better two movies. The second one was okay. I enjoyed it, but, I mean, it's got such a great cast of characters. One of Raul Julia's last movies, not his last, I think his last was Street Fighter before he unfortunately passed away to, I think it was cancer or something like that. He was a really good actor and amazing in this. All these actors are very good. The stories are very well written. I know that they were doing a reboot of some sort. There was a cartoon version. I didn't see that. I've seen the old show series that is from the 70s. And I think that was it. That's the only ones that I know from the Addams Family. The Nintendo game is extremely hard. I haven't beat that yet, but I've come pretty close. The Sega Genesis game I've mastered and beat the holy hell out of that. The Super Nintendo is a lot like the Sega Genesis one, so maybe it'd be something good to review. Some VHSs. Compare the footage to DVD or Blu-ray, because I actually found these on Blu-ray too. I think it was at the Sailors. Last and certainly not least, Andrew Dice Clay, One Night with Dice. Oh. So he was huge in the 80s and started to fade out kind of in the 90s. I think he's hilarious. I think for these times and days and the way that our society is, I don't know if there's room for any of this kind of nonsense. So if you do happen to find it, as it clearly states, guaranteed to offend, it probably will. Remember, this is a much different time, and maybe some things will look differently as opposed to others. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty funny sketch comedy guy. And there's another one that he was actually live in Madison Square Garden. But look at that jacket. Like, how can you say no to that jacket? I want a jacket that glistens or lights up like his or Jericho's. That's what I'd like. I would rock that during these vids. I'd rock that at work. I'd rock that everywhere. But what do you think down in the comment section down below? Do you know anything about Andrew Dice Clay? If you don't, check him out. But have caution. And I think that about wraps it up, at least for what we got at the thrift. So Cynthia's going to do her normal spiel of spinning the camera around. Let me know down in the comment section down below. What was your favorite thing that you got? What was your least favorite thing?
My least favorite thing has
What?
to definitely be the Wonder Bread. Like, totally.
Not even the bag of nonsense?
I don't know. They're like a close tie.
Alright, well, the Wonder Bread. Remember, everybody in the comment section down below is going to let me know whether that actually exists or not at the supermarket.
Oh,
so.
I'm buying you one.
Okay.
Next time I go, I might just go tonight and get it.
So before I end the video, I want to take a quick update to the House of Fun and Video Games.
We now have doors and lights.
So this is where our washer and dryer is going to go. So
This is actually where we ground him. You have 10 minutes.
Anyway, I got some door handles on that, and all the electrical's there. Now we're gonna order it, so that should be fun. Super stoked.
We're going to be getting new lights to match the other lights that are inside
lights up
there. Because these ones are 25 to 30
You're
years
gonna have to
old.
pop by me because the way this door opens, I don't want to smack you in the face.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, stop it. So in here, lights are hooked up again. So that's gonna be the bathroom fan.
Yep.
Super stoked about that. And then there's the bathroom. I can't wait.
It's a little snug.
I mean, it's not too bad. That's where the toilet is, where something's gonna be. You got a little vanity right here. I mean, it's a little bit
This is right where
differently
the toilet would
portioned.
be.
But I like the floors. I like everything. The medicine cabinet's gonna go here, so I'm super pumped.
This is my new makeup room.
Yep, there you go. Yep. So, oh, I forgot where this switch is. It's over here. And it doesn't work again.
It doesn't work because
It doesn't work because you touched it.
And close that.
Well, hold on. I'm going to turn on the light
jeez.
here. You can actually see it. Now they both don't work. Now you try it. Alright, there we go. That's so weird. We have to have the electrician figure that out. If it's on upstairs, it can't work down here. If this is on down here, it can't work up here. Like, that's like wild. But this is much
Still gonna
different
fill
than
that
the
in.
door. Good thing it's getting paint. So, no fancy light over here.
I just realized we have to have them take this door and they gotta shorten this one because you can't only open it to like here.
Why?
Look, it stops right there.
It's always done that.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna do it
Just
anymore.
kind of pick it up, I guess.
Yeah, I'm lazy.
Okay, well, that's fine. So, there's nothing really going on in here.
This is just storage.
Yeah, other than the fact that it's going to be our storage, but I decided to put the floors in here. Keep the concrete back there. This is plastered, so super pumped to finally be so close. So hopefully in about a week.
New carpet on the stairs and everything, even up everywhere else, is gonna be painted.
So
Wait.
they're saying about a week, but
Nintendo Gray.
yep. So it's going to be a gray. We're going to have some fun, and I'm super stoked. I haven't really done an update to the house lately because there hasn't really been much going on. I'd say in about a week I may do another one to show
I think in a
you-
week it'll be done.
Can you
so we
imagine,
can actually
right?
do
So
one.
check this out, right? So now, almost to this point, we can go back to when the game room was first under siege to where it is now, and that's like mind blowing. I watched it the other day, and I watched, not on YouTube because I'm not trying to get myself views, but that's just straight foolery. I watched it on my phone because that's where I have all my videos saved right now. Because the computer is not here right now because of the obvious. So I watched it and it's just like night and day. Like it's not ready yet. The walls are still what they are. And we still got paint.
It still blows my mind that we don't have like the double doors there and
Yeah,
like
I
the
hated those.
massive amount of room that we didn't need.
Honestly, I hate
And that
those.
behind that wall is a shower.
So here's what I was thinking, Cynthia. So now that this is actually here and it's not that silly like thing in the way.
That's where the new nonsense table should be.
A new nonsense table, or could I put the arcades there?
No, I think you should put the new nonsense table there because we're going to try to get a bigger one. And then over on this wall, do like the top, all the videos like you
Yeah, I
said.
was gonna do the
And then
VHS
do
stuff.
like Nintendo, NES type thing, and then Sega, and then like, and just have it
Yeah,
going
but I have
down.
to- I wanna get
And
the-
then make over here the new TV with the couch and everything else. And then maybe put like something over there. I don't know. We have to kind of play around with what we have.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but I mean, this, we're losing a little bit of room. We're losing a little bit of room, but not much. Probably about like that much from what we had before, but it does have a plug here, which it didn't have before. So that's why I was kind of thinking the arcades. Because this doesn't interrupt here, that won't interrupt here. I don't know. I think the arcades will come out here, but anyway, this is the wrap up of the video. We're discussing like things that we don't have to discuss right
Yeah,
now.
we don't even know what we're doing with
Yeah,
anything
we
just
don't
yet.
know, but I'm just excited that we're finally almost there. And I've been saying it for so long, but it's been 6 months since I've been able to come in here. I've done videos because if you remember, half of this was still okay and half of it was destroyed. So I still
We had our
videos.
plastic window.
Yeah, the plastic
That's now
window.
gone.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But we'll have new lights that'll make it brighter, so we don't have to keep focusing in and out.
These old,
Yeah, they're
these
just.
old ones are no good. Some of the things are missing out of them.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make them look like the ones that are in the bathroom and the laundry room. So
Yeah.
super pumped about that. I'm not gonna have as many lights as we had before because it's kind of a waste.
No, I think we're still going to because they're gonna
really?
put the same size ones in,
Oh, okay.
but they're gonna like take up more room. He's doing it to basically make it look much better.
Anyway,
So it'll be like that.
really long outro to the vid, but it's okay. It's cool. This is the conversation piece somebody's talking about. It's been a while since I've been able to shoot a vid with Cynthia. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. 56 wonderful folk out there have decided to subscribe and support the House of Fun and Video Games. For not only subscription, but hitting the notification bell. Because every time you hit that notification bell, when I decide to upload something about thrift time and finds, or an eBay video, or comic book store, like whatever I decide to do, cool. You'll be notified of it right away. And then of course, the biggest one will be the game room. I'm gonna take that little pieces. Thank you very much. That's the end of the video. That's all I got to say. I got no other profound information to give out. This is Jason's house. This is Jason's house with fun and video games. I'm tired. I have to wake up at 2 in the morning to go to work. Trying to wrap this up quick. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy the weekend because where I am, it's going to be nice out. It's going to be some great weather. But where I'm going to be residing at, it's going to be dark and cold. Work. Have a good night.
Go back in your room. You're grounded.
I'm grounded? Okay. Here's Steve.
Later, guys.